It is a crazy time in real estate, but it's an opportunistic time. And we are looking at it as an opportunity. It's a good thing. It's a good thing all around for the consumer, for the agent that can articulate value. But oh boy, it's been a wild couple of weeks, right? So I sent out a separate video to this, kind of breaking down the NAR ruling. Nobody really knows which way this is going to play out. I will hit on some of those points again. Then we'll get into the stats edition. It's your Realtor Steve Pugh, HPR Group, eXp Realty, in case you didn't know. And then we'll look at some of the stats and where the market is trending, right? So the market's going to continue. Buyers will continue to buy. Sellers will continue to sell. I got notes here. As you know, National Association of Realtors, National Association of Realtors was sued by some sellers to the tune of 418 million, waiting on court approval, but it does look like it's going to all play out the way that it's been released. Once again, this lawsuit, the findings were, or the outcome is going to be no cooperation for commission, meaning that prior to the lawsuit, right, sellers were employing the listing agent and they were agreeing to pay the listing agent 5-6%, whatever that may be. And then in turn, the listing agent was offering in cooperation to a buyer's agent, whatever split that was of that 5 to 6%, right? Because of this NAR lawsuit, that's not going to happen anymore. Now it's negotiable, which it was in the past, right? But the seller is going to get paid directly, or the seller is going to pay directly the listing agent. And then those buyer's agents will have to negotiate and talk to the listing agent and get into dialogue, which is exciting with respect to what they're going to get compensated, right? It cannot be put on the MLS. We're not sure if third-party affiliators like Zillow, Realtor.com, Homes.com, whether you're gonna see cooperating commissions published on those third-party sites, where that is yet to be seen. But in terms of it being published on the MLS for a buyer's agent to see, no more. Agents going to have to call and kind of get into negotiations with that listing agent, right? Second outcome was buyer's brokerage agreements have to be signed. They're mandatory for a buyer's agent to get compensated. A seller is going to still offer compensation to buyer's agents. It doesn't matter which way you look at it, in order to get those buyers through the door and get that exposure for their property, thus them ending up with a better and higher net offer in a short amount of time, right? So the actual formalities, we're just going to have to see how they play out. Agents who focus on value and put clients before commission, those are the ones that are going to win in this market that's effective, take place mid-July, just a reminder, okay? No price fixing, my God, no price fixing. There's commissions are negotiable and they're still going to be negotiable. And at the end of the day, the dream of American home ownership will continue. So I hope that additional overview kind of helps. I'm looking for the share screen button, so bear with me. Okay. All right. So hopefully you guys have that. So you're seeing what I am seeing up on the screen. So this was a shocker, but it comes with seasonality. This is my insight. Look at our months of inventory. January 20 of this year, 5.4 months supply. Then it went down. So last month's numbers, these are your February stats, right? 2024 months of inventory jogged down to 4.4 months supply, right? I fully anticipate, obviously heading into the spring, more competition, people are moving, there's going to be more listings available. I fully anticipate these numbers to jump back up. Remember, that shift to a buyer's seller's market happens between the 5 to 7 month region, right? So when these numbers jog back up, I personally believe we're going to be in a buyer's market by the fall, if not sooner. Those are my thoughts. Under that 5 month supply is still a seller's market, but I fully anticipate a buyer's market soon. Because of that, we are seeing some downward pressure on pricing that are not huge, but it's not seismic by any means, but that average sales price has jogged down from 456 to 454. New listings hitting the market with almost the same. from January to February, respectively. And then the solds, those solds did tick up. Look at that. You've got 10,000 units just over in January, and then 13,000 units as we get into a little bit busier time. And those pending sales, that's a good indicator. But we are seeing a lot more properties come to market, and at least in the last couple of weeks. And that's what's causing, in addition, those days on market to tick up. We're now at about a 2-month average, 57 days on market average for the Stellar MLS for a property to sit on the market. That is 16% more than in February of last year, right? So we're gonna have to keep an eye on this inventory. I think that we're gonna see some continued downward pressure on pricing, if be it small, and those inventory numbers are gonna tick up, right? Let's jump into some of these slides. So most economists more and more are seeing a soft landing. When they were polled versus 2023, so January 2024, 61% no recession in the next 12 months. Unemployment numbers were released. They were looking good. Unemployment is expected to stay below that 5%, which is ideally where they want it to be. Foreclosure metrics are down, which is a very good sign. In terms of short sale or foreclosure starts, we are well below where we were in 2017, which wasn't even a year for foreclosures, right? It wasn't attached to that crash. So well below those numbers, which is a good sign. Nothing on the horizon foreclosure related. At least nothing to keep an eye on. Equity positions, 33%. Americans sitting on tremendous equity. 67% have paid off their mortgage or have at least 50% equity. 67%. That's a huge number. Of that 67, 38% own it free and clear. 28% have mortgages with less than 50%. And only 33% have mortgages with more than 33%. So huge equity numbers there. Home price appreciation, we've seen 6.5% year over year on a national level. As I said before, I personally think, gotta love that image, right? I personally think we're gonna end up marginally up, maybe 1%. Those are my thoughts. Just saying, as mortgage rates continue to hover in the 7% range, going to be difficult to convince existing homeowners to move at the current time. Nevertheless, as recent surge in mortgage application data has shown, following a drop in rates, buyers are actually waiting. So basically meaning that we're going to see some rate cuts third and fourth quarter. A lot of those buyers, when those rate cuts hit, depending on the extent, I think on a good day, you're looking low sixes. A lot of them are going to jump back into the market, right? These are the home price forecasts through the end of the year. As of February, the average of all three, 3.2. I think NAR is going to, National Association of Realtors, ironically enough, I think they're going to be closer to where those numbers are realistically going to be. Goldman Sachs, 5.5. Mortgage Bankers, 4.1. Zillow, 3.5 year over year. Their original forecast, look at Goldman, was 1.9. Now they're at 5.5. So all of these forecasts, all of them have revised their forecasts and raised their forecast in terms of home price appreciation through the end of the year, which I thought that was interesting. I'm still around 1%. This is forecast moving forward. We're looking at the professionals, they are looking at 3%, 3.8, 4.1, and 4.11 respectively through 2028. I don't know why we have a blank slide in there. Did we all go blank? What happened here? Did our presentation fall off? Hold on, people. Nope, I think that was the end of it. Okay. Technical error. Operator error, right? So there you go, guys. I hope you find this information useful. A little bit of additional tidbits regarding this NAR ruling. We're going to have to wait to see how it plays out. Please, if you have additional questions about anything within this video, I will be more than happy to field any questions and answer them to the best of my ability. Stay blessed. Have a great week. Your Realtor Steve Pugh, HPR Group, eXp Realty. Let me stop the screen share. And we appreciate you guys always for taking a few moments. Hopefully I didn't drone on to join us. And as I said, any additional questions, reach out. Thanks very much and have an awesome, I'm looking for the stop button. There it is. Have an awesome rest of the week.